Hello everyone and welcome! With the recent controversy surrounding the mission system, I think it is important to have a look at what does and doesn't work. And more importantly, to talk about what does and doesn't work. With this video specifically, I think it is as good a time as any to cash in your opinions. Maybe your view on the matter will be the one that changes people's minds. With that said, let's have a look at a Nexus post where Riot Mort talks about Riot's view on missions and their rewards. He starts by saying, "This is a new feature for us, and while we think there is a lot of cool things missions can bring to League and our events, we totally understand that we could do some really stupid things too. What you've experienced so far and what you'll continue to see for a while is a lot of experimentation to see what resonates and what doesn't. We take all of your feedback very seriously and we're looking at every aspect of event missions for ways we can improve. I just want to mention that Riot really does listen. It doesn't matter if you tweet at a specific Rioter or if you make a post on their boards. They really listen to feedback. This was proven once again when people complained about the recent harrowing skins on PBE. The moment people complained that they are just blue versions of the original, Riot instantly jumped on it and now they are actively updating them according to the feedback. With missions, it is exactly the same. This very post was released only because people didn't like how these missions affected the gameplay, but we'll get to that later. So let's get into specifics. Here are examples of missions that have and haven't worked. Apparently, one that hasn't worked is a mission from the Yasuo and Riven event. A mission in which you had to win one game of ARAM. Missions can be effective at encouraging you to try new things, which has been one of our goals. However, forcing you into different game modes feels like it crossed the line for a lot of you. We want you to enjoy League how you want to enjoy it, and most of you enjoy Summoner's Rift above all else. This I don't understand. I get that Riot is listening to feedback here, but they have to stand their ground somewhere. A mission that rewards you for winning one ARAM. Not 3, not even 2. One. One game of a game mode you usually don't play. This is exactly what a base mission should look like. It gives you a goal within the rules of League of Legends. It doesn't even change the way you play the game mode. You just have to win. If forcing players into other game modes is a problem, then the alternative version would be to win one game of Summoner's Rift. What a challenging mission that would be, right? Winning a game of Summoner's Rift. You really have to change your mindset to achieve that one. That's my problem with this. Missions should be achievements. You get out of your bubble and you play the game a way you normally don't. Within the rules of the game of course, but still in a different way. This ARAM mission was supposed to say, "Hey dummy, you've played the same game every day for years. Why don't you win a game in a different style?" Missions should not be automated, otherwise no one will care. In fact, that might be what is happening right now. I'll show you as we look into missions that have worked. Fill the Void. A mission where you have to win 3 Summoner's Rift games with 10,000 gold or more. We think focusing missions on Summoner's Rift is a good thing. So, going forward, the majority of missions will either target Summoner's Rift or be a general mission that will work for any map, such as earning 30 assists no matter which map. I agree that focusing on Summoner's Rift is nice, and I agree that allowing certain missions to work on all maps is a good thing. But the reason why this mission worked was because it was a challenge to no one. Everyone completed this mission without even trying, since this mission translates into win a game with 3 full items. Where is the challenge? Where is the mission? When you complete it, you don't feel like you achieved anything. If this mission didn't exist, no one would care because it is boring and forgettable. On the other hand, the other mission mentioned here is perfect. A Star's Beginning. Play one game of Invasion on normal or Onslaught. The word play is crucial here. It doesn't force you to learn the meta of a new game mode, but it makes you try it. And that is what I was talking about before. It makes you get out of your bubble and do something interesting for once. If they put the word play into the ARAM mission, it will appeal to everyone as well. With ARAM, the problem is that it is all random. So if luck is not on your side, you may go on a losing streak. If the mission was play a game of ARAM, suddenly all problems are gone. Then the post talks about missions forcing players to play specific champions. We knew this one was something we needed to be careful with. The example above can be completed by pretty much every role except support. What we hadn't counted on was how resistant some players are to playing their non-main position. This one had a lot of support players simply saying, "Oh well, I guess I don't get to do this mission," which was not at all our goal. We're going to be really cautious about how many times we ask the players to do this in the future, but we also have some improvements coming. Maybe this is just my opinion, but wasn't that the point? Wasn't the point of missions to be special so that not everyone will get them? This is coming back to what we said before, but again, Riot should be fine with certain people skipping their missions because they are stubborn. The rest will see a challenge in it and they will try the other roles. Then they mentioned the recent final boss mission where you had to win a game as a specific champion. They mentioned that they are fine with it, but they can improve the mission by giving players a variety. This I absolutely agree with. Turn it into a mission where you have to win as one of 3 champions, for example. That way at least you have a choice if you really hate that one specific champion. Then there is another mission that worked that I absolutely agree with. The missions that come after champion releases. For example, the Kayn or Ornn missions. The beautiful thing about them is that they teach you how to play the champion properly. Win 2 games as or against Ornn. This will teach you either how to play as Ornn or against him, perfectly within the rules of League of Legends. Forge 15 items. This one teaches you the core mechanic Ornn brings into the game. Redirect Ornn's lava ram into enemies 3 times. Again, this teaches you how his ult works. This is an awesome mission, and more missions like these should randomly pop up in the client, so people start learning other champions. Then we get into missions that have and haven't worked. We knew these missions would be divisive. We are definitely sympathetic to solo players and understand that anytime we ask you to go into a Premade, solo players feel left out and can't always complete the mission. Our intention is to make something memorable for the players who do play as 5. There are few experiences as unforgettable as coming together as a group of friends and conquering a challenge. This has always been a part of League, and we want to find new ways to offer that fun. Yes, yes and yes. This is exactly what missions should be. They should be challenges you'll remember. The Premade part, however, hasn't worked as planned. For this mission specifically, I don't understand why the Premade requirement was even part of it. It is true that a lot of solo players felt like they were missing out. But at the same time, a lot of players didn't know they didn't need to complete this mission to get their final rewards. This one is followed by another Premade mission, the recent Teamwork Close Combat, where you had to win a game without any ranged champions. I don't really understand why people are mad at this one since it is a Premade mission. For many people, the main point of argument is that this mission is changing the way you're supposed to play League. While in reality, not only does it show you that there are other ways to lane against your opponents, but because you are in a Premade group, trolling is out of question. There is a reason why this mission has the Premade requirement. It is so that you can only go with this weird team comp if your entire team is up for it. If there wasn't a Premade requirement, a lot of people would troll or just be toxic about it in general. Because this mission is in a closed environment of only 5v5 Premades, it is all fine. Then the post finally mentions missions without real goals, like winning 1 game. There is no need to talk about it more. They agreed that these missions have no meaning. Then they mentioned 2 more missions that worked. The Medic, a mission where you have to get 10 kills and 25 assists in PvP games. While still somewhat pointless since you'll get it automatically, at least it is satisfying to watch the bar fill up. And Harmonious Alliance. Kill 400 minions in 1 game. I think this they should expand more upon. Releasing missions that give the team a goal that helps them win is most likely the safest way to go. It doesn't matter if you're a jungler or support, you can help the team either way. This is why the recent Dragon Slaying missions worked so well too. So to sum up what Riot wants to do in the future, they want more options in their missions, something like killing 500 minions or getting 30 assists, and they want missions enhanced by winning. So things like getting 100 assists, but if you win a game, it counts for double. Lastly, let's mention rewards. Tokens are fine for one reason. Since you know the cost of the rewards you want, it gives you the option to skip a mission since you'll get enough tokens from the next mission as well. Blue Essence is nice, especially with the new leveling system. Summoner icons are acceptable. It is way better than buying them. Launch borders for skins, excellent example. Way better than buying them. Wards, also nice. And then they mentioned skill rewards. These will be rewards for very challenging missions that only few will complete. So I am guessing that the Golden Ash is one of these, although you technically get tokens. But that's pretty much it for missions. I really wanted to spark up a conversation here. Do you feel like missions should be just a little spice on top of your game? Or should it be a challenge that changes the way you think about the game? Let me know, because I am really curious about the community's opinion. And remember that Riot is listening. But that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this small talk, consider subscribing if you'd like to learn more about the lore of this game. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Discord if you'd like to chat. There is also our second channel for bonus content, links to merch in the description and P.O.Box. That is if you're into old school mail. And with that, thank you all so much for being here and for your support. You know I really appreciate it. And as always, thank you come again.